folks. Today we've got ourselves a Guide one. As you can see, I'm on a negative 59 winning streak. That's because I've been trying to do this so much off stream. But yeah, um, I'm just gonna hop on my own channel, just double check everything's working. All right, cool. I've got a stream. All right, let me lower the volume on that. And let's hop right into it. You can actually turn up the music a bit. God damn, this game's loud. This game is so fucking loud. Alright. Turn that. Starting off with a range up, basically, and a tier size up. Honestly, I might start off with Mom's Knife. Hopefully I could get something that complements it. The bad thing about Mom's Knife is that usually there isn't many things to complement it. But we'll see. Yeah, I have no way to open this door yet, so let's have to start fighting. Yeah. Now, Greed with the Lost is probably one of the hardest things I've done in Isaac in a while. The only thing harder I could think of is the Cat Got Your Tongue challenge, which I still haven't beat yet. I'm still struggling with it. So, yeah. We've got some work to do. Okay, we're already in a bad situation. So I'm gonna just, yeah. Assuming we don't get hit again, we should be fine. Because one of those poops gave us a coin, and usually when you pause the thing, it gives you a coin, so. Little Horn work with Mom's Knife? Only one way to find out, huh? So far, nothing, but... I suppose I could have googled it, past couple times I needed to see if a Mom's Knife synergy worked. Oh shit. Fuck! We'll take Squeezy. I mean, the tears up is nice. Yeah, that's all I'll really get from it. You can't get more health as the Lost. Once you get hit twice in a row, you're fucked. A pretty dog shit start. Yeah, there's no way I can grab more coins right now, so yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Sucks, like with Greed, you can't even take it nice and slow. You're on a timer, and you'll get overwhelmed. You'll get overwhelmed by mobs, and then if you stop the timer, you lose money, which just leads you to getting overwhelmed more. That's the tough part about this. So I already lost one coin just by doing that. Let's see, the coin didn't spawn in for this round that normally would have. So you do lose a coin every time you press the button. I guess that's to compensate for the fact that it doesn't take any health off the Lost. But I've never really noticed it with any other character because I never really needed to press the button as often. And then with the Lost, if anything, maybe if we lose this run pretty quickly, I'll try it with like Space Isaac and see, or maybe Maggie because she has the most fuck. She has the most health to this. I haven't done Greed with Maggie that much. Although I have beaten Greed here with Maggie before, she's just not a character I normally use to play Greed. I usually use either Base Isaac or or Eden. Did I do anything? I want to find out. Okay. Does something for at least one like round, I guess. Let's see if it does anything for these guys. No. Alright, now I know not to take Contagion next time I play this game, or play Greed. That was my first time picking up Contagion in Greed, so... Yeah, like, unless I'm leaving the room and coming back in, it's not really gonna do anything, it looks like. That's what I said. I wish it reset after every timer or something. Yeah, rough start by far. We missed out on so many coins just because I kept getting hit. Normally, I would have ended up with like... closer to 13 coins? Actually, yeah, no, we made more or less like a decent amount. Yeah, we're not going to be able to afford an item in here, as normally I would by now. We have no real stat upgrades, like a barely noticeable, barely noticeable like tear grade. Other than that, I don't like skip. I said we'll do the Maggie thing real quick as like a little experiment. So. See what we can do as Maggie. Of course, I'll take an HP up. Oh, go. Wow, that's a start, huh? So let's see if we miss out on the coin here. Oh god. Maggie's so slow, I forget. It doesn't help that I made my hitbox bigger. One coin, I think two should have spawned there. We'll see. If this next one doesn't spawn a coin, then that rings true for every character, not just the loss. Okay. We gotta do a little bit of experimenting. That's all this is for anybody who's going to happen to join late. Doing a little experiment with Maggie. Not my The Lost Run. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna stop it after the first floor. Actually, I might try with a Zazel instead, because I know with a Zazel I won't struggle. Azazel another common one I play Greed with, but I just can't like just keep using Azazel every time, because if you're trying to do what I'm trying to do and get that achievement done, where you get to unlock the keeper. Right now I'm just trying to fill out all my cards actually. I think the only character I have left to unlock is the Keeper, then all the Tainted versions. So. And all the Tainted versions are just the same characters. And then I have Isaac on the PC now too, so yeah. I'll probably make actual videos out of those. I just need to find like a good editing software that's not gonna break the bank. I don't have money like that. Yeah. Yeah, not too sure if it works with other characters, if it's just compensating for the loss. You need to do Greed with the Forgotten as well. But Greed with the Forgotten is gonna be much easier. Yeah, you could like literally steal double deals. Huh, 2 items I can't take. Nice. Okay, cool. So we have a coin. Not a coin, a key. We have a key. Answer better than nothing. Actually, you do a pretty decent amount of damage when you do it. I'm not mad at all. You'll definitely help carry the early game. Fuck, why did I do that? I was supposed to leave the room first. Oh my god. Three items they can't take. Awesome, awesome. I just need to fuck. Oh my god. Stop with the fucking meat, please. They're some of the most annoying mobs to deal with. Are the little meat boys. They're like super aware too. Crazy. They're actually pretty impressive how aware they are. I'm gonna be shorting myself again. Yeah. I'll be shorting myself by like 3 or 4 things. Just because there's like absolutely no way to get more health with the loss, which is like crazy. Speed and shot speed up, okay. Shade, okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? I'll reset this one. Okay. I swear to God, if Shade's in here. Okay. I fuck with that. Okay, I fuck with the start. I fuck with the start. Okay. One. Start two-shotting most of the basic mods now, which is good. Four-shotting if they fucking split for some reason. And one-shotting all the lower health mobs. Oh shit. And I think you four-shot some of the champion mobs. All I need is like decent damage, a good gears rate, and like a good like pure effect. And it should be good, and then like some defensive items too, like a Robo Fly, or that other fly that blocks shots. Both the flies that block shots would be absolutely poggers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Actually made a pretty decent amount of coins. I'm just locking in. Normally I don't talk when I'm locked in, but whatever, I guess I'm locked in. I'm like pseudo locked in. Yeah. 12 keys. Okay. What I can do actually is I could, yeah. That one doesn't really do much. I just dig this up right here. Cool. Piercing shots is low-key kind of goated. Check that out. That was definitely worth it. I always take the shovel at least once. Should I just carry the shovel with me the whole game? I'll try that, yeah. You know what? The shovel has like crazy opportunities. Okay. I really delayed that fucking dodge, I don't know why. Might be an Angel Duel type of run. Should I buy a key? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Not worth it. Alright. So, I might be regretting the shovel. Shot speed down. I could live with that. Bomb this right here. Boom. Shot speed's back up. What you gotta say about it? Okay. Guess I'll just get straight into the fighting. World worst familiar. I think when you get closer to the enemies, it actually like starts reading them. But yeah, once you get a little further, you got glaucoma. You can't see. Got glaucoma in his eyes. Alright. Now let me turn this button off. For now. Actually, it doesn't matter because the thing I'm trying to do only works once per floor. So actually, I could have left it going. But I was starting to build up like more towards the overwhelming side. So if anything, it was probably better. But go into the shop, find a decorative like floor piece. I think this counts. Yeah. Again, that only works once per floor. And I'll basically get a free item. Rotten Baby is beautiful. Takes him out of the Devil Deal pool too, so that's even better. Not that there's anything wrong with him or anything, but just leaves more room for stat ups in our Devil Deal pool. Yeah, if you use the shovel on a decorative floor piece, once per floor, it'll give you a guaranteed crawl space, which is cool. And I don't know if it changes at all for greed. I don't see why it would change at all. I mean, I suppose I could experiment with it and try it again right here when I'm done with this little kerfuffle right here. Find another decorative floor piece and we'll see if it works, but from this point on it should just be spawning normal trapdoors to the next floor. Not really let's see. Yeah. And yeah. Not really anything good right here, unfortunately. I may as well just burn that lover's card, if anything. Greed is crazy, man. Greed at this time of year in this part of the country is wacky. Okay. Now I absolutely have to not die. Because I wasn't in time to press the button. This is working surprisingly well. Oh. I still got this guy. Okay, cool. Not a super huge fan of any of these items. Some of them even go as far as to do nothing. Dreamcatcher won't do anything. This is just in a more expensive version of 2 keys. Whoa. I don't know what either of these fucking items do. If you fucking want to believe it or not. I have 1,000 hours in this fucking game. Don't know what either of these items do. I'm gonna have to run into the Binding of Isaac guide and look this up. Yeah, at that, I don't even know their fucking names, so I'm actually just gonna have to, like... At least I could sort by, like, Angel Room items, and it'll show me all the stuff that's in the Angel Rooms. So that's the body. Yeah, the body's not gonna do anything for me. I'm not too sure entirely what that other one is. Active Tears Up. Oh, okay. So it'll give me a pretty hefty Tears Up. And in a normal situation, I would also get an Eternal Heart, but I am the Lost, and I can't really pick up any type of HP at all. Alright, down we go. Our stats are kind of mid, and I'm hoping they get better. I mean, our range up is a good start. Do I even take Monsters Lung then? Then, for the lulz, yes I will. This is a decorative block, so we'll spawn a cross space. Okay. Not mad at that at all. Let's see. It's okay. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that twice. Oh, it tears up. Beautiful. Okay. Let's try this out. No, you got this for shooting in random directions too. Oh shit. That was honestly beautifully played. Yeah. Even though I picked up Monsters Lung as a joke in an effort to like throw, I guess, it's kind of working out in my favor. Because now I'm just killing enemies faster than they spawn in, I guess. Are there two of them, or am I tripping? I think there's two. Monsters Lung with piercing shots is perfect, especially against this boss. This is the Mask of Infamy. Probably, like, if I had a Binding of Isaac Ops, it would be this guy. With piercing, he's not a big issue at all. But believe me, when you don't have it, oh fuck. I'll pick this up, it won't hurt. Smiling Trinket. It gives you plus 10 luck, which I don't really have anything that's luck based right now, but I mean. But I do believe if you get hit, it goes away. This might be the perfect item for the Lost. You know what? I didn't even check the fucking Cursed Room. I am like the one character that can go in and out of Cursed Rooms without any consequences, and I just didn't go. Abel is definitely an item in the Binding of Isaac. Not a whole lot of decorative floor pieces around here. I don't think that worm counts. I think this right here does count. Petrified poop, okay. I'll bomb that. I'll bomb this as well. Ooh, and all stats up is right there. Okay. That was pretty bad. But I could buy that all stats up now. It's not super huge stat up, but like a stat up is way more than welcome in any way, shape, or form at all times. Except for speed, sometimes. What's good with like piercing shots is that there's like no deflecting me. So if like an enemy's in the way of a shot, it's taking the whole damage. Alright. Sometimes these guys can give out 4 coins. They gave out 2. Okay. And yeah. I know. Okay. Okay. My bad. Fuck it, more range, never hurt anybody. My bad, it was a very, an important text message that I had to attend to. Right now, my uncle is, I believe he's in Seattle, and, I'm taking care of his cat, and, yeah, the thing is, she's not eating right now. And I was just wondering, like, does she usually, like, take a while to eat? And the only thing I find, like, kind of weird is that she's refusing treats, and she loves the fucking treats, dog. Believe it or not, I'm gonna take this, put it away, swap it out, boom. I now have had a Guppy item that will, again, contribute towards Guppy, and then, turn that into a damage up, and then, yeah, I still have more two more Guppy items to collect. So, yeah. This will give me a much needed tears up. Oh man, if I was any other character, those 3 soul hearts would have been godly. Yeah, this is beautiful. Alright, cool. Not a huge fan of any of these items right here, so I mean, you may as well buy the key. It's half price. Yeah, Daddy Longlegs never hurt anybody. Well, except the enemies. Baja Blast. Daddy Longlegs putting in some work. Work it, Daddy. I'm tired of range. There we go.
One makes you small.
Holy fuck, am I hard to hit. This is actually a really hard choice. But I'm leaning towards Maw of the Void. Maw of the Void will just... I think Maw of the Void just does more damage altogether. Yeah. Down we go. I'm not even gonna bother with that chest, honestly. There was a chance it gave me a damage up and such, but, no, I'm not gonna pick that up, actually. This I'll take. Yeah. That was acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. That's interesting. my range and tears are maxed out, so all I gotta really worry about now is just damage. May as well just become one closer to fun. That's how I saw that opportunity. That's damage. Metronome is an interesting item. You're back. The fuck? Okay. The laser beam looks a little thicker. So it is going to make a very minute difference. But a difference is a difference. I would argue that I am moving a little too fast. That did not make much of a difference. Now hopefully I get a good amount of coins from this. Okay. Well, I was hoping to get at least a penny from the other one. Okay. Would have been good in any other situation. So yeah, we're definitely re-rolling these two. As a matter of fact. Oh yeah, step on the button as soon as it's safe. They're gonna start spawning in like insanely faster now. Lost Fly is awesome actually. Then go for another two. We're going for a more strategic approach here now. Less about the money, more about the hose. And I'm just curious. It does absolutely nothing. Okay. But how else would I have known that did absolutely nothing? Skipping Stone can make some bangers, it really can. Even if the banger is like super fucking dangerous, it's still like it's definitely more for like fun synergies and useful synergies, but you need to give that food time to split, bro. I don't want to get a damage down from that actually, never mind. I'm actually more than content with my damage stat right now, so. Okay, now I'm willing to play a little more. Nice! I was gonna get a damage down, it was the fun that saved me. Ooh. Yeah. This is the one. Honestly, this might be really stupid. Oh my god! Oh! Ah!
Ace of clubs.
This is my first time fighting Monstro in here. What? What? I've never seen a coin do that in my fucking life. So I know this game just has it for me at this point, man. I've never seen one of them just fucking shoot over like that. That was fucking weird. That was genuinely strange to me. Like no joke. That was like weird. Oh! Yeah, I get this petty sometimes. I'll take a speed and range up. Okay. If I get hit once in here, I am dead. Because if I get hit, I won't be able to exit. Okay, cool. Got a key. Keys saves us so much money. Do I want depression? This is funner. Will it freeze them? Will it blow them the fuck up? Will it make them scared? Will it charm them? Let's find out. Will it poison and charm them at the same time? Will it do fucking that? I think some of the shots are explosive too, so I do gotta be careful. Okay, yeah, I think I'm low-key overwhelming myself. I think I'm high-key overwhelming myself. No, I say I just stay in this corner for the rest of the fucking game. Oh! That was fucking scary, holy shit! Yeah, fucking kill each other for me. Fuck. I need a B-O-N-D bomb, 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 bomb. B-O-N-D bomb, bomb, bomb. Who's calling me? My bad, fellas. I had some business to tend to. Oh, I'm fighting 2 gluttonies. Alright. Yes, that is how quickly I can forget things. I don't even think it's been 5 minutes and I completely forgot who I was fighting. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Okay. I'll take that. Hopefully there's a bomb in like the transitional room. Or 2 fucking nickels come out of the last 2 flames. A fucking dime comes out of the last flame. Nope. Cool. Yeah, I'll take that. Perfect for dealing with shit I don't want to deal with.
Go. Speed down.
Sorry for getting real quiet. I'm just like thinking. Fellas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. 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 We survive all from the music, baby. Quant. You're like, what are you on? It's the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. I wouldn't go to a Kendrick Lamar concert. I like Kendrick Lamar. I don't know if I like him enough to spend money on him. Although, I don't think I've ever seen a solo artist perform at a concert. I think all I've ever been to is like bands. Let's see. My first ever concert was the Foo Fighters. After that, I hadn't been to a concert for a while. Yeah, that was my first concert. I was in first grade and I was in the mosh pit with my mom. That was fun. Like my mom had to carry me the whole concert. Strong woman. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't fat yet. I was actually pretty small. But yeah. I remember that concert somewhat vividly. I think I might have accidentally stepped on the button. I don't remember like panicking and stepping on it. I think that was like a genuine accident. Yeah, I remember that being my first concert. I think my second concert after that was fun. Everybody's favorite Millennial Burger Place band. Well, second favorite Millennial Burger Place band. Fuck. Everybody's favorite Millennial Burger Place band is the Lumineers. Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! You know. There's a better hey ho out there. Hey! Oh! Let's go! Hey! Oh! Let's go! By the way, AWAS works the same as a shovel. Ooh. This gives us a tears up, but our tears wiggle. This will prove to be pretty bad for like regular enemies, but for bosses, it'll help since bosses are usually bigger. Yeah, I saw fun. I think that was like in 5th grade. I can't remember going to any concerts in middle school. I think after that, I hadn't been to a concert again up until... I think it was Foo Fighters first, Mosh Pit again. If there's a Foo Fighters concert nearby and my mom's going to it, she will do anything in her power to get a Mosh Pit ticket. She will go into debt for Mosh Pit tickets for the Foo Fighters. She doesn't really that's her like #1 band. So yeah, we got Mosh Pit tickets again for Foo Fighters. And I believe a band called Radkey opened up for them. Then after that was System of a Down. That one we were a little further, but Korn was also there, and another like a smaller band called Russian Circle. I think there was one more band there. I can't remember it though. But no, that other band that was supposed to be there, I think it was Five Finger Death Punch. They canceled. They couldn't make it for one reason or another. So yeah, then it was System of a Down. The crowd at System of a Down was fun. We weren't in the mosh pits. We were actually like kind of far back, not really, but yeah, we had fun there just because, or mostly because like the crowd around me was really cool. Like, everybody was, like, very social. And I like that. I mean, like, that's kind of the point of a concert, right? To talk to other people. Then there was Avenged Sevenfold, which... I wasn't a super huge fan of the crowd, but I don't think the crowd was a super huge fan of Avenged Sevenfold. I'm gonna be honest. But I love that concert. I was singing my fucking heart out. Unfortunately, I don't think they played any songs from my favorite album, or maybe just one, which is Waking the Fallen. Waking the Fallen is one of my favorite albums of all time. Despite Avenged Sevenfold being my favorite band, they do not hold my favorite album title, unfortunately. That goes to Miracle Musical with Hawaii Part 2. Fucking dickhead! I'm over here trying to make the stream interesting, and then this dickhead comes out of nowhere deciding he wants to fucking square up. Fuck you, dog! That was low-key a blessing. Yo! Okay. We have to lock in and not fuck up. Yeah, you can join the team. You can join the team again. Welcome back. So yeah, or at least like the people next to me weren't that great. I'd imagine we weren't able to get mosh pit tickets to that shit for shit, unfortunately. But other than that, it was a really good time. I had a great time personally. It's because I think the biggest reason is because their most recent tour, which was the one that I seen, had a bunch of songs from the new album, and that new album's pretty controversial among Avenged Sevenfold fans. And there were a lot of old heads there, and they don't want to listen to new stuff, they want to listen to old stuff. And some old stuff was, they played a lot of old stuff. They did. But, they essentially played their entire new album, which a lot of people don't like for some reason. I love that new album. It's my second favorite Avenged Sevenfold album. Probably like my third or fourth favorite album. It's between that and Harvest. Yeah, Harvest by Neil Young. Yeah, Life is But a Dream. I really warmed up to it. The first time I listened to it, I wasn't really impressed. But the second time, like, I just got it. I understood it. Like, it spoke to me. I always recommend giving an album a second listen. Like, you'll never know what it'll say to you the second time around. Every time I listen to a new album, unless it's like really like abysmally bad, I always give it a second listen if I kind of like if I think it's like mid or whatever. All right, fellas, I'm going to use the restroom real quickly. So I'll be on this pause screen for a minute, but don't worry, I'm gonna be coming back soon. I just really need to go. I'm back. But as I was saying, like, just listen to an album a second time around if you think it's mid, and maybe, just maybe, it'll speak to you. You know. A lot of times when I'm watching or listening to something creative, actually, let me get back to that point. But then, because I'm still trying to talk about what concerts I've been to, but yeah. A lot of people didn't like the new album, even after a second listen. I loved it, especially after a second listen. Again, it's tied with my favorite Avenged Sevenfold album for sure. And yeah, but when they did play the old songs, the crowd did start getting a lot. Well, at least the crowd around me. I think people towards the front were just having a good time no matter what. There was this couple next to me that got like pretty annoying. They just like kept like leaving. They just kept going like in between us for like more beer. I'm like, oh. They even left the concert early. They genuinely weren't enjoying themselves. To them I say, try the concert again without gear. I honestly, personally enjoy that concert a lot. The visuals were cool. They had a lot of cool visuals. They were like storytelling visuals too. And then after that, I'm not sure if we went to a concert after that, like that I can think of immediately. The latest concert I went to, and probably my favorite concert, despite them not being necessarily my favorite band, Weezer. Weezer is my second favorite band, for those of you who don't know. And, like, of all time, and, yeah, I had a blast at their concert. What the fuck? Oh, is that me? Yeah, that was me. I heard like something coming through my phone. I was like, what? So yeah, it was me. It was my stream. Normally I had that on 0 volume, but I did increase the volume when I went to the restroom. Scrolled through some Instagram and shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's nothing else to do on this floor. Down I go. Weezer was fun. Again, another more of like more on the storytelling side, which is always a blast to me. If I remember correctly, like the plot for that concert, like things are going awry on Earth, and and it's up to Weezer to find a new planet for us to inhabit. Then they find one, I think they call it like the blue planet or whatever. But the blue planet's dying. It's fucked. It's cooked. Right? And they're like, damn, this planet's cooked too. And then oh, there's also like this alien guy chasing you through space too, as they're performing. That shit was so cool. And then Rivers, the lead singer, is like, you know what we need to do to save this planet from dying? We need to sing songs from the Blue album, which is their first album and their most successful. And yeah, that they did. It was funny. It was awesome. It was cool. Visuals were fun. The story aspect was fun too. It was just like, it was a really memorable concert, and then and there was like a lot of like then they went through the Pinkerton belt on their way to the blue planet, and Pinkerton's my favorite Weezer album. Normally with Weezer, I'm not really like, I like a lot of their songs in spite of their albums, I guess, if that makes sense. With Weezer, I've never really had too much of like a full album listened to for some reason. I've never listened, like, I've never been like, yeah, let me put on like a Weezer album. Like, I just listen to like a lot of Weezer songs. And yeah, but Pinkerton for some reason is the one that I have listened to. And, yeah. Oh, and the Blue album. I've also listened to the Blue album. Like, who hasn't? At least in the rock space. I imagine your average person hasn't. Well, at least your average person my age. If you're like a millennial, then I do believe your average millennial has listened to that album for the most part. So yeah, Weezer is my most recent concert, definitely my favorite by far. Weezer, we were also in the mosh pit. But the Weezer mosh pit's not that crazy though. Oh, by the way, in the Avenged Sevenfold concert, Falling in Reverse opened for them. And that shit was awesome. You know exactly what song they played. I met a girl and I really thought she liked me. I truly thought that I had met the one. Yeah, Falling in Reverse is also fun to listen to. I like Falling in Reverse. I don't really care. I know they're not like the most appreciated band out there, especially because I've heard Ronnie Radke's kind of an asshole. But I mean, I don't know him personally. I'm still gonna listen to his music. As far as I know, he hasn't done anything like actually wrong. I heard he's just kind of like a dick. Because he's a dickhead. Again, I don't know. I don't know too much about his personal life, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, because honestly, I really don't care about his personal life.
Joker.
Is that strange to say that I don't care about an artist's personal life? Yeah, Falling in Reverse is fun. I remember, I didn't realize that they were behind My Life is Like a Video Game. I didn't realize I was Falling in Reverse, and for some reason it just randomly appeared on my YouTube playlist. I guess YouTube makes like they generate their own playlist for you if you choose a song. And that song came out and I was like, what? What's the game that we play? Oh, like, man, I've been listening to Falling in Reverse this whole time, every time I've heard this song. Oh shit. Okay. Two bands opened for Weezer. It was Dinosaur Jr. I love Dinosaur Jr. Not as much as I do Weezer, but like I enjoy me a fair bit of Dinosaur Jr. I heard they have a song in Guitar Hero. I feel the pain of everyone. What sucks is that their audio was mixed so fucking poorly. That's the one thing that sucks. I guess their audio engineers aren't all that great, I guess. Then there was Flaming Lips, who put on like a great show. Before that, it almost felt like a main event concert. It almost felt like they weren't opening for Weezer. I felt like I was at their concert. And that was cool, man. That was cool as fuck. Like, that concert was just fun all around, and yeah, I have like no regrets like there at all. That was just overall a really good day, and I appreciate my mom for taking me to that concert and getting me mosh pit seats. That concert was just like super fun. There's confetti everywhere for the Flaming Lips concert, and then at the end of the Weezer concert, they just threw. They grabbed a shit ton of fucking guitar picks and started throwing them into the fucking pit. Oh shit. Back to what I was saying earlier though about like appreciating art, I guess the topic will be. Sometimes you just have to give it a second shot. As I said, like with the albums and stuff. And another thing I guess to keep in mind, or that I personally keep in mind, or not keep in mind, but like something I personally do is like try to look for what the artist's intentions are, whether it be a movie. Like even I can enjoy like a bad movie like Joker 2 because I knew what the intentions were for that movie. Will I say it's a good movie? No. But I saw what Todd Phillips was trying to do, and I guess, and you could tell he didn't care about the movie, but like, I saw the vision at least. Yeah, if that movie was more than just like a bunch of boring court scenes, I think it probably would have been, it had potential to be really good. Then again, with Harley Quinn stand-in, or I guess it is just Harley Quinn, played by Lady Gaga. I love Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn. That show was kind of freaky. I liked her. I like the songs in that movie. I'll say at the very least, they're really nice and jazzy. Making a musical was interesting, but again, that's the part where I saw like his vision, I guess you would say, was with the songs. What I think he was trying to do was just to make things clear for the audience, because one thing that was pretty convoluted in the first movie is whether the movie was actually real or whether it was all in his head and he was just imagining shit. And what the musical numbers looked like they did to me was they showed us what was real and what Arthur was just like imagining. At least that's how I saw it, because like once the musical parts started coming in, the movie started getting like a little far-fetched. And then like once we cut to like a regular boring ass scene, the movie seemed a little more grounded. So I at least appreciate that detail. Again, other than that, I really can't say much more good about the movie. A whole lot of fucking nothing happens, and that's like its biggest flaw. Like how do you make a movie where nothing fucking happens? I do understand that he didn't want to make that second movie. I get that entirely, but I would have gone a completely different direction if I were in charge personally. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. You know, I got a little off topic there because I was talking about appreciating it. Like, I will still say the movie is bad, but I do appreciate it a little more now that I could, like, now that I put myself in his shoes. And at least that's what I think he was going for. You know, you're not always gonna be right about it. You might be. I mean, you really won't know unless you ask the director or the artist themselves. And that's kind of what I do whenever I listen to anything, like especially music. I was like, what's the artist have in mind when they're making this song or making this album? Was I intended to listen to this album in order? Was I intended to shuffle this album? That's another thing I like to bear in mind. Like, I listen to a fairly decent amount of albums that are meant to be listened to in order. Such as Miracle Musical Hawaii Part 2. You really can't listen to it out of order. I mean, I suppose you can, but I don't know why you would. Because the order is like a big part of the songs. Can I get bigger tiers? Not bigger, but like more. Yeah. Alright, sweet. And that's why I ended up liking the Avenged Sevenfold album the second time around. I think I just got the intention, and the song that did it for me was Cosmic. That's not my favorite song on the album, but that's definitely second place for sure. Cosmic was just like a life-changing song to me. When I re-listened to Cosmic again, I was like, I genuinely felt transcended, if that makes sense. I felt like I was on a different plane. It felt like a little surreal to listen to that song. And I can't tell you what about the song it was that made it feel like that. Definitely, it was definitely like, I guess you call it the chorus that invoked that feeling. But like I can't tell you what about it. Just made it feel like extra meaningful in a way.
Tears up. I found pills.
Well, the part that goes dancing in the wind, this rose is bud again. There you'll find me. Something like that. I stepped on it by accident again. Oh my god. I didn't think you were the boss, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think you was the Dawn. I'm saving the strength card for the fucking, the super greed fight. Please give me something good. Will I get Guppy? Yes! Okay. If I fuck this up, kill me. Double strength card, okay. If I fuck this up, kill me in real life. Now that's if I fuck this up, not if I get bullshitted. Oh shit. That would be fucking this up. If I died there. That would have been fucking this up. Oh, fuck. Dude, I'm huge. Oh! Fuck, okay. I got too big, it was hard to see anything. Fuck, man. I will definitely be buying this key for 3 cents. Okay, 120 volt is actually a pretty decent item. My favorite song from the Life is But a Dream album was Ordinary. It was a very different sound, especially from Avenged Sevenfold, to do like a... I don't know how to describe it. It was like a funk sound almost. The guitar was definitely funk. The singing definitely wasn't. Will you give me my own soul? Will you let me take control? I wanna see the things that you see. I wanna be the human you'll be. Oh, what's even cooler? This is definitely a song that's meant to be listened to in order, especially because there's a trio of songs in there. One called G, the second one being Ordinary, being the second song in there, and then fuck, what was the D one called? Fuck, I forgot the name of that one. Oh, Death. There you go. So there's G, Ordinary, and Death, and they spell out God in like the album order. So when you're looking at it on Spotify, or if you have like a physical copy of it and you're looking at it, it'll spell out God. And at the end of G, which is most definitely sung through the perspective of a god. So that's what it sounds like to me. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but don't be a dick about it. Don't be a condescending Redditor. But at the end of it, I think he's saying like, fuck this place, I'm gonna shut it all down, right? Like, what the fuck have I created here? He created a world he wasn't happy with, and at the end of the song he goes, when robot? When robot? And the next song's about a fucking robot. We're like, whoa! The next song being Ordinary, which is about a robot who wants to become human. He wants to become just like you and me. I'm probably gonna save the strength card up until the end if I can. But will you give me my own soul? Will you let me take control? I wanna see the things that you see. I wanna be the human you'll be. That song's about a robot who wonders what it's like to be human and have its own conscious feelings. You could argue it's already human because of those feelings that it's having. So, yeah. Very, very fun album. Life is But a Dream is the name of that album. I recommend you give it a listen. If you've listened to it once and didn't like it, I say give it just one more shot. There's a lot of good songs on that album. I know it's a different sound for Avenged Sevenfold, but I will argue this, that Avenged Sevenfold does change their sound every fucking album. So checkmate, liberal. Yeah, give it a listen. Tell me what you guys think. If you think it's as good of an album as I am I glazing it too much? Or would it be? And you don't call me an Avenged Sevenfold glazer just because they're my favorite band. They have some songs that I hate listening to. One that I can name right off the top of my mind, like right now, is a song called Planets. I've never heard a dumber fucking song in my life. Okay, that's not true, but I've never heard a dumber Avenged Sevenfold song in my life. Like, I hate the chorus, I hate everything about it. It's trying to sound like super cool and badass, but it's like really corny. It's like to a really corny song, I don't like it. And it's not like corny in a good way where it's like ironically corny. It's like, I think it's trying to be cool, but it's just coming off a little. I think like the chorus is literally, when planets collide. I'm like, alright, bro. Relax. You're not him right now. Usually you are him, but right now you're not. I think it comes from my personal least favorite Avenged Sevenfold album, Hail to the King. Don't hate that album. Don't confuse it. But definitely my least favorite. I've never. I gave it quite a couple of listens. I believe that's the same album Shepherd of Fire is on, which is a great song. Great song. Loved it. But Hail to the King is kind of a mid song, and it's like every time Avenged Sevenfold game is like in a rhythm game, it's always fucking it's always that fucking Hail to the King. And I'm like, a little overrated. However, like, I don't hate the song, but it is definitely like more towards like one of their mediocre songs, if you ask me. But I will say, one like amazing thing about that. My bad, I'm just checking my phone. Okay. That song was super fun live. Like, it was really fun to listen to live. Like, everybody starts chanting and shit, and it's just like so cool. It's like a big unity thing. That song is like AJR. Kind of sucks to listen to on your own, but if you're at a concert, hell yeah. At least that's what I've heard about AJR. I've never really listened to AJR other than that fucking. I think this is them. But I blow up into smithers. I fucking hate that song. But I think like the common consensus is like, yeah, their music low-key sucks, but they're fun as fuck live. And I was like, you know what? I fuck with that. Now I kind of want to go to an AJR concert and see if that's true. See if I could have a fun time at a dog shit concert. Again, I can't really give my opinion. I've only listened to that one song. I do hate it, and it makes me not want to listen to the rest of their music, but. Yeah, music means a lot to me, for those of you who don't know. Me and my buddy Turtle are also trying to start a band together. I'm hoping we can get something done soon. Honestly, I was hoping we would do something while we were both unemployed, but now we both have jobs. Huh. I'm saying that like it's a fucking bad thing. Huh, now we both have jobs. So we kind of have to like force our schedules to fit. Like, I'm not gonna quit my job for music. I think that's just like a really dumb idea right now. Yeah, I want to write my own. I want to like actually write my own music, not just take a pre-existing sample or take somebody else's beat and like sing over it. I want to like make my own music from like bottom to top. I think like the only thing I would really be using from other people would be like drums. I can't play drums, digital or physical. Like I have like a little drum set thing on my piano. No good at it. I tried making drum beats on what's it called, BandLab. To be fair, BandLab is kind of jank, but I mean it's a free software, so of course it's gonna be a little jank. Yeah, that would be the only thing I would get from like another person, or find a sample of already over like a certain sample I could fit over a song. Ooh, now do I take the permanent damage and speed up or the slowly building damage one? Oh, I think thanks to the game mode we're in, that was a real tough fucking choice, honestly. I think this one will just end up doing more damage for us overall, especially if we're able to stay in the same room. It'll especially help us with the Ultra Greed fight. The more damage ups, the merrier. Linger Bean is awesome. I'm really starting to warm up to this item. Before I used to think it was mid, but now I'm like the number 3 Linger Bean fan in the world. I'd imagine there's 2 more people that love Linger Bean more than I do. There's always 2 more people that like something more than you do. You'll never be the number 1 fan of anything. There will always be 2 more people. I'll blow this guy up too. Fuck's he smiling about, you know? There's nothing to be happy about right now. Yeah, our damage is slowly gonna build up as we kill more enemies, and just like as the timer goes on, this should be getting easier and easier. And then the further we get, the more damage we do. And then when we do get close, okay. Then when we do get close, we have the 120 volt shooting electricity from ourselves. Yeah, I was saying I do want to make my own music, but yeah, like from the bottom down. Like I know like a lot of artists, like not all of them, but a lot of the artists, especially like some more of our mainstream ones, don't really write their own music at all, and I'm like that kind of sucks, dog. It's like if I am attached to an artist, it's because I like what they have to say in their music, or I like the feelings they convey in their music, assuming they're more of an instrumental. And again, I don't mind getting like help or like a second opinion from another songwriter, you know? But like a lot of like artists rely too much on other people. Like, yeah, maybe they'll write the lyrics, but like the rest of it was like entirely like somebody else that's not even performing. Or like, well, again, I won't say there's anything inherently wrong about it, but it's just like, if I'm making music, it's because I'm trying to convey what I'm feeling, not what somebody else is. I'm trying to convey my own words and thoughts and expressions. Again, not somebody else's. The pact is just fucking unbelievable here. Buddy in the box is usually pretty good. In all total honesty.
one makes you small.
But yeah, like a lot of artists, it's like either like the beat was made by somebody else entirely, whether or not they paid them, or they found it on a website and bought the rights to use that beat, or even sometimes it's like a free sampling site too. And there's a lot you can do with a sampled beat. I especially love samples in rap. I feel like that's one of the few genres where sampling is actually probably better than making your own music from scratch. Cause that's just like kind of like how it started. Like it's almost like a fundamental of rap after a certain point. Let's take a book from let's take a page out of Kanye's book. The old Kanye. Or I'm talking about Kanye, not Ye. But Kanye was really good. Yeah. That's for I will say when I say I like Kanye, I'm talking about the old Kanye, not the modern Kanye we currently have. The Ye that we currently have. More accurately. Not a big fan of Ye. Unfortunately, Kanye died. Don't know when. Exactly, don't know how, but Kanye's dead. We have Ye now. Technically the same guy, but not really. Same body, different mind. Keep it like that. Well, yeah, let's take a sample out of his book. He makes a great use out of samples. Gold Digger's a great example. She gives me money when I'm in need. Or, Lift Yourself. That was actually a beat that Kanye made for Drake. I don't know what Drake did wrong that Kanye did what he did over it. But, for those of you who don't know, that's a poopity scoop beat. Poopity scoop whoop. Yeah, that was also another beautiful YouTube sample. The hang-ups we have today, yeah, that we need to strive for our liberty. Lift yourself up on your feet. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Lift yourself. Like, that was like a beautiful way. Kanye's really good at that. And in that case, like for rap and stuff, I really do like samples. But like a normal song, or like a pop song, I'm like, really? Really, dude? I also fuck with like a good seamless interpolation. If there's like a Pitbull song or something that I hate, sort of. It's a good song, but the way it samples Take On Me is crazy. The way it samples Take On Me is crazy. Hate was a weird word to use. I don't hate the song, but yeah, I'm not a big appreciator of that song either. That was like the thing, like you couldn't like use your own melody for that. So all you took was like a synth melody. Like, okay, like I could have come up with my own synth melody for that, I think. Oh, I just wanna feel this. Like, I've already listened to fucking too many times. I don't need to hear it again in a different song. I love Take On Me, but it's definitely overplayed. And to just hear it again in like a different song altogether, it's just kind of annoying. That's the kind of sampling like I don't like. Like, they didn't really do anything creative with it. It's just, they just sampled it. Or you could be like Weezer and fucking sample yourself. That was fucking crazy. Weezer fucking sampled themselves once. Actually, I think they've done it twice. They did a cover of a metal song. Fucking forgot which one. But it was a Metallica song, I think. And they snuck the fucking in there. I'm like, that was funny. Yeah, I forgot which Metallica song they covered. I didn't really listen to that song, honestly. But, Weezer covers are fun. I'll tell you that. That was like yeah, so they snuck the fucking Buddy Holly riff into a Metallica cover. That shit was hilarious. I need to remember what song that was, honestly. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. And then Rivers on his own made a song called I Was Made For You. Really beautiful song. Again, this is his solo song. It goes, I was made for you, and you were made for you. That is all I know. You're all that I could see. 'Cause I was made for loving you, and all the little things you do remind me who I am inside. So that was the part he sampled for an actual Weezer song, and it was for it's always summer in Bikini Bottom. And in December we're singing La Donna. And all of a sudden, like, just like as a bridge, I think he uses it. You just hear, oh fuck, I fucked up. I wasn't supposed to collect those coins yet. But I'm too busy yapping. But he's just like in the middle of that song, he's just, 'cause I was made for you, and you were made for me. We keep each other warm, we're on each other's team. I finally appreciate the things you do to keep me safe. I don't know what I'd do without you. SpongeBob. Because SpongeBob is your fucking under. I was like, that's crazy. The bro sampled himself for a fucking SpongeBob song. And he sampled one. That is my favorite Rivers Cuomo like solo song. I think it was technically like a collection of demos. And that was one hell of a way to use a demo, I guess. A lot of times artists will have like a demo, like an unreleased song, and they'll sit on it for a while, and they'll like use like a little piece of it somewhere else, and I guess that's where Rivers decided it would fit best. Do I agree with him? No, but it was cool to hear for the first time. It really was. That item does nothing when you're the Lost, so.
The stars.
Huh. I think I'll. Yeah, I'll just thug it out. I'll thug it out. It wasn't a bad use of it, but I would have rather heard I Was Made For You come out as like a full Weezer song. Especially because there's 2 demos for it. There's I Was Made For You and then Tell Me How the Story Ends, which is like a far more depressing version of that song. That's crazy because it's even crazier to me because like that song was like really depressing. Like definitely like one of the more depressing Weezer songs for sure. Weezer has had some sad songs, but like nothing paled in comparison to this, and it never actually released. I don't know what I can say to you. Nothing I say feels like it is true. I am so sorry for what it's worth. I wish that you could be happier. But nothing works that way. Nothing works that way. Lions have to kill. Zebras had to die. Mothers sweat and slave. Still their babies cry. Everyone is suffering. Pain is all this life can bring. Tell me how the story ends. I believe that's how it goes verbatim. Verbatim, word for word. Yeah. It's definitely a... Yeah, it was a pretty sad song for Weezer, and especially for Weezer. Not the saddest song ever. I remember the first song that made me cry. It was a Michael Jackson song. It was called, I think it was called Ben. I low-key miss Michael Jackson, man. I used to be like a really big Michael Jackson fan as a kid. My favorite song, weirdly enough, was like one of his more serious songs. They Don't Really Care About Us. It's about like racism, systemic racism. I believe there's even mentions of like police brutality, things like that. It sounds kind of like a march. It's really cool, really catchy, and the lyrics are really meaningful. I mean, although I do believe when he's saying it, he was already white Michael, but I mean Michael Jackson's black. I mean, he had a skin condition, so like what are you gonna do about it, you know? Bro had the re-vitiligo. But yeah, I used to be like a really big Michael Jackson fan as a kid. I had the Michael Jackson, the Experience game, and it like introduced me to like a whole bunch of new songs too from Michael Jackson that I hadn't heard before. Well, not new, but like a lot of Michael Jackson songs I never heard before. Ghost is another one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs. Definitely a better song than Thriller. Thriller is a tad bit overrated. I'd rather listen to Ghost as a Halloween song over Thriller. I don't hate Thriller. I still really like Thriller, but like yeah, he has a better spooky song than don't use it. Well, I guess you could dance to this one more than you can to Ghost. Actually, no, you can still dance to Ghost. It's in the fucking dancing game. I remember some of it too. Dude, dude, I missed that game. Although there's no reason for me to miss it. I mean, I still have it. I still have a working Wii too. Hey, I could just turn on my Wii and play it right now. What the fuck am I thinking? I'd have to grab the Wii from my mom's house. The point is, I have a functioning... Oh. I have a functioning game system. This should be able to... I'll be back for you. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. This is gonna make all the difference. Welcome to the team, brother Bobby. Michael Jackson just has like a phenomenal singing voice. Had I ever met him, I don't know if I'd be one of those people that just fucking faints at his presence, but I've heard that's a thing that would happen. I don't know, I've never felt like that attached to a celebrity. I've met my fair share, surprisingly, but yeah, it's never been like that crazy. But then again, I haven't met anybody. Actually, that's not true. I love Surge. Just slow it down here. But like, seriously, I've never like. But yeah, like even when I met Surge, I wasn't even like anything like that. I was like a really calm. I don't know. I don't know a celebrity I could meet that would like have me like react to anything close to the way people would react to Michael Jackson. I don't even think Michael Jackson could do it to me. I understand it's exciting to see somebody you look up to, especially somebody you never thought you'd meet in your life. Like, I can understand that, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I just can't see myself fainting or even like panicking while meeting a celebrity. Like, yeah, I'll get really excited. I don't want you guys to think I'm like super nonchalant. I'm like, yeah, man, that's just fucking That's just a fucking celebrity. Who cares? Like, I still get excited. I just can't see myself getting to the point where I'll faint. Just from being in their presence. They wouldn't even, like, meet Michael Jackson. Like, they'll just see him on stage and they'll faint. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Pair throw.
Like, again, I just can't see myself, like... being that crazy over celebrity. Like, at the end of the day, they're people, you know? Again, don't get confused. I'll still be happy and excited to see a celebrity when they do. It's just, I'll be happy and excited, not passing out and fainting. Worth, yeah, we'll get the range up too. I think that's all I need from this floor, honestly. We'll take the tail of Ducky. The very few celebrities that I've seen, they've all been really nice. Fortunately, I know some people aren't. That that sucks. But I mean, honestly, like who cares? Again, I've met Surge. I've met... It's hard for me to remember who I've met. Just because I have a pretty terrible memory. I remember Surge pretty clearly just because he was like insanely nice. I met Aaron Goodwin, who was on a TV show. I think they still make that show, Ghost Adventures. I met him. He's really cool. He's really cool, actually. Like, not only did I meet him, but we like hung out. Yeah. You guys won't believe me, but like, yeah, I hung out with him. And he was just like really cool. That's just how chill he was, like. And like, I was pretty calm around him too. I was really young, so it's crazy how with him I really was nonchalant about it. Excited, but like I wasn't like, I was like pretty nervous too. I remember cause he was doing like, not like an official meet and greet, but he was like, he advertised he was at this like little bar called Whiskey A Go Go, which is like a bar slash like it has like a stage and a lot of like small bands play there. A lot of bands play there, and I've only ever seen small bands there. Yeah, Wild Child was a band I saw there, but they're a Doors, the Doors like impersonation group. That's another concert I saw that I forgot to mention earlier. Yeah, he was right outside there, and I guess I don't know if he posted on like social media about him being there, but my mom took me to go see him, and he was out there. He was out there saying hi, hugging people, and yeah, we just sit there and talk for like a good like 20-30 minutes. Yeah, really nice guy. I would love to meet him again. I highly doubt he would remember me, but like we saw some crazy shit. The Minder. I know that candle. I think the more you kill, the higher the tears go. That I'll need to double check on. You see, like I can't like really like remember all these items. That shit sucks. Items. Angel room. I know that's the mind, or at least I think it is. The mind gives Isaac a full mapping effect. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna do shit. The night candle one. For each room completed without taking damage. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll take you. So, yeah, the mind genuinely does nothing for us here. I wonder if it resets when you go. Yeah, it does. I think it does. It resets when you go to another floor. All you gotta do is complete rooms without taking damage. I think technically the loss doesn't even take damage. Our damage could be higher, but...
Ace of clubs.
Got some butt bombs. Yeah, we need to buy a key. Good nod, Leaf. I'm trying to remember who else. I swear on my mama I met someone else. But my mind's just blanking. You know, I think every other celebrity that I've quote-unquote met, it's more like I've been in the vicinity of. Like, I was at Disneyland with my mom once, and there's an actor behind us. I forgot who exactly. I think it was Rob Schneider. He was in the boat behind us on Pirates of the Caribbean. We saw him there when he pulled up in the boat behind us. I was like, whoa! It was definitely an actor I recognized at the time. It's just been so long. I was a little kid. Oh god. Is that Monstro? Oh no, that's not Monstro. That's arguably worse. Fuck! I was doing so good too. Fuck, my mind's drawing blanks. I could have sworn I had a couple more celebrity experiences. If you want to get really technical, I think I met Ben Affleck when my mom was pregnant with me. That or it was not long after I was born. It was one of the two. Either my mom was still pregnant with me when she met Ben Affleck, or I had, it wasn't very long after I was born, that she met him. My mom did meet Ben Affleck. Got a picture of him. That's like, Ben Affleck's like one of my mom's favorites. of all time. Jake Gyllenhaal is their like #1 though. I like Jake Gyllenhaal. Pretty chill. I feel like he would be a nice delivery to me. I don't think he'd be rude. Oh, I believe on the same day she met Ben Affleck, she also met Tobey Maguire. I guess there's a casino nearby. It's called the Commerce Casino, and I guess they were holding like an event. And there's a lot of celebrities there, and yeah, Tobey Maguire. And she met Batman and Spider-Man. It's just crazy. It's every kid's fucking dream. To be fair, he wasn't Batman yet, but I do believe Tobey Maguire was already Spider-Man by the time. Oh, I met the voice actor for Shadow the Hedgehog at Anime Expo. To be fair, I low-key cheated and I paid for that, but I mean, well, it was free to see him. I paid for the autograph. I also met the voice actress for Miss Fortune and Skullgirls. Love that game. I have her signature as well as like a really nice picture of Miss Fortune and the robot Miss Fortune. I think it's still just called Miss Fortune. I haven't played Skullgirls in a while. I heard all the girls got nerfed. That's not the reason why I stopped playing. Don't get me wrong. I think when well, no, that actually doesn't make sense. Maybe I just deleted it to make space. Fuck, I don't know. I don't remember. Or maybe I still haven't, I just haven't touched it. That or maybe I got bored of the game because I didn't have anybody to play with and everybody online is just too slow. I don't like playing fighting games online. Unless it's with friends. And we aren't being sweaty. I had like a little fighting game phase. Fighting games are fun, but again, you just have to play with the right people. Let's see, ooh. Give me coins. Yay. Yeah, I have... You know what? Sometimes the people I met just aren't as famous as I think they are. So now I'm thinking about it, one of the ones that I can... Just because, like, I really like them. They're, like, non-sweet. I met all of the non-sweet idols. They're really fun. They are really, really fun. but they're not super huge. Actually, I think they have like 30,000. Like, let me look at their fucking listening. Let me look at their Spotify. I remember like the number not being super huge, honestly. They're celebrities to me. Alright? Yeah, that'll work. I feel like I've had one more, but I just genuinely can't remember it. Thing is, I don't really have pictures of them either. Well, let's see what the numbers that Non-Sweet pulls. They're a verified artist. 1,000 monthly listeners. Yeah, I'm fucking crazy. I'm insane. I wanna find a way to go backwards in time, for the memory of you filled up my mind. Two of them are leaving soon, which sucks. I wonder if they're gonna remain like a 3-girl group, or if they're gonna get new people to fill that role. You know, I'm hoping I can move out of California soon. I'm gonna be honest. At first I wasn't, but first I wasn't thinking that at all, but now, now I really am thinking. It's gonna be one hell of a risk, but honestly, like, there's just a lot of things that I want to do that just aren't fucking legal here for some reason. California really is like the no fun allowed state, especially when it comes to like vehicles. Like, there's things that I want to do to my PT Cruiser, I just straight up can't. And, like, oh, no fun allowed. You can't engine swap, you can't add turbos, you can't add superchargers without the government's permission, and you need a good reason why. And, like, yes, you can add turbochargers, you're very limited to which turbochargers you can add. But yeah, you can. Yeah, fuck this run. And then, if you do get permission, you can only use like California approved ones, which I'd imagine aren't very powerful, or will they even like make a difference at all. They're like really just sucks how limited you are to do things with your car, and California wants to go all electric, which is really dumb. Electric cars have like some of the most problems I've ever seen, and it's just not a good idea. Honestly, electric cars would need to become way cheaper, and they're honestly not becoming cheaper, they're just getting more expensive if anything. So some of them are, like the ones that aren't selling, but the ones that aren't selling are insanely dog shit, so they're extremely dog shit, unreliable, and electric cars like to brick a lot. After a while, electric cars just turn into like a giant Hot Wheel. It's crazy. Fuck. Fuck. Honestly, wasn't expecting a crawl space today. Sweet, don't have to buy a key. I high-key forgot what I was talking about. Oh, cars. Yeah, electric cars just aren't reliable enough. And you're just gonna shut down a shit ton of jobs, and then nobody's happy. And then another big inconvenience about electric cars is charging them. They take forever to charge. So, especially some of the higher horsepower ones for people who need it as like a work truck. And at that, they're not even that good at being work trucks. Like, it's just all bad all around. I don't know why California is still going through with the all-electric thing, but yeah, dumb. Now, I believe if you already have a gas car, you're not required to sell it or anything, but after a while, cars aren't going to be, or supposedly dealerships won't be allowed to sell gas cars anymore. It's like, really? And we burn more fossil fuels making electric cars than we do driving gas cars. I'll tell you that. And the insane amount of child labor that goes into making them too. Crazier. Not that I care about child labor, but I know a lot of people do. The thing is, child labor is supposed to make things cheaper, but these electric cars are more expensive despite the fact that these children. So, what can I do? What can I say? We bring the boom, Mr. Boom. We bring the Mr. Boom. That's what we do, the Mr. Boom. I'm low-key getting exhausted. I might call it here, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I just need to chill out for a little bit. This game's stressing me the fuck out. Plus, nobody's watching anyway, so.